everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know that I still wasn't going to be going live again today, but I felt like I just wanted to go live and do a general Hangout Autism Q&A style Hangout. And as my live stream seems to be a bit successful recently, I thought I'd come online again and challenge some perception and questions around autism awareness and what you feel autism is about. And if you've got any questions and comments, hello Amelia Barrett, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, I just thought I'd come online and see you. Hey Michael, hey Colin, hey Kaylee, it's been a while since I've seen you. Hey hun, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey Dirty Rotten Imbecile, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Bear me a second, I'm just going to shut my kitchen because my washing machine's on and it's playing through the sound. Sorry about that, I just had to shut my kitchen door because you could hear my washing machine going off. Thank you, Jenny Productions, how you doing? It's good to see you, Jenny Productions. Thank you for your lovely comment the other day as well, I do appreciate it. Hello, Jay Wag2G. How you doing? It's good to see you. This is just going to be a general stream. It's okay, Michael. It's all good. So I just thought I'd come online and do a autism Q&A, and you can ask me any questions about autism awareness or what I go through or any educational questions that you may have. Hey, trending topic. I haven't caught you in a while either. Welcome. It's good to see you. Just having to move my cushion because my back's sore, but I'm good, Jenny Productions. Thank you. I've got 11 people here already. 2 minutes in. Wow. I'm streaming for the second time today already. So this is cool, yeah. But I just thought I'd come online and stream, and you guys can ask me any questions that you want. If anyone would like to come up on the panel and ask me some questions, if you want to come up on the panel, let me know, and I will add you to the panel. If you want to come on and how do I help other people with autism? Well, that's a really long question, Michael. I can help people in a selection of ways. I can help them with information. I can help them with strategies. I can help them with how to deal with everyday situations. So it depends in what way you're asking that question. But Katie May Official, yes, you may. Katie May, how are you? Thank you, Dirty Rotten Imbecile. Katie May, yes, you may ask a question. What would you like to ask me? This is your chance to ask me, Katie. Hello, Blood X. My brother's in the house. How are you, Blood? You didn't have to do it, but you did. You're here, brother. Hey, BWYA, how are you? It's good to see you. So, yeah, it's good to see everybody. I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hey and howdy and come to check my stream out. This is your time to ask me any autism Q&A questions. This is your time to get to know me. Got to work on getting my wrench back on here. I thought you were already wrenched, Michael, but okay. I don't know why you would have been de-wrenched, not unless you done something to upset me or something. Yeah. We can sort that out, Michael. I don't know why you have been de-wrenched. I don't know why. It might be when I did my it might have been when I did my mod clear out a few months ago when I had a really stressful anxiety period. I'm really good. I heard that you are no longer a part of Debbie's family. They said that you switched sides. Is that true? Absolutely not, Katie May Official. Absolutely not. Where did you hear that from? I don't want drama on my stream, Katie May. That's completely not true at all. No. My favourite food, Blood X, is spaghetti bolognese, which is a Italian spaghetti dish. It's spaghetti with mince and onions and tomato puree and mushrooms. So yeah, that's my favourite dinner. But Katie May Official, no, is the answer to that questions. I don't know where you've heard that from, Katie, but that's not a really appropriate question to be asking me in my chat. yeah, that's all I've got to say on that. Is it hard for people with autism to talk to people in a crowded room? My nephew struggles. Absolutely yes, Fly Monkey. Absolutely yes. Hello, Rock G. How are you? Hello, Eric. How are you? Hello, Country Girl. Hunt Spirits Rock Fam. Hello. Do you have Sims? If so, how's it like growing up together? Katie, because I'm the oldest of three, I've kind of always had to be the responsible grown up one. I've always had to kind of look after my sister and my brother and kind of try and fit in. Yeah. So I'm yeah. No, I know someone told me on Twitter I do not want to bring drama onto your channel. I just hope it's not true because I really like you. No, it's not true, Katie. Yeah, DM me on Twitter, please, Katie May. I'll talk to you privately on Twitter, please. Yeah. Hi, Flying Monkey. How are you? It's good to see you. But yeah, this is your time to ask me any autism Q&A. This is not a drama fest. This is not for anything drama related. This is a autism Q&A. If I feel that you're being inappropriate, I will remove you myself. Hello, Matthew. How are you? All my mods will remove you, so I'm just warning you now. Any trollish behaviour, you will be gone. I'm not going to put up with trolls in my stream. And yeah, put it that way. I am not going to put up with trolls. I don't know if anyone. I know the only mod in here right now is Blood X. So if Blood X feels people are being a troll, he will get rid of them himself. So yeah, this is your time to ask me any questions, guys, about autism, autism awareness, anything that you want to know from me about autism and what you feel about it, what you may understand about it, and yeah. So I just thought I'd come on and do a little Q&A session and get you thinking and asking questions to me. And yeah, share this stream out, guys. Matthew XD, do you experience any bullies when you were a child? Absolutely yes, Matthew. Absolutely yes. I got bullied something chronic when I was at school. It was horrendous. Michael, yes. Um, Yes, you are a sniper mod, but I can't mod you right now on this stream, Michael. But I will talk to you and I will remod you at some point. I can't do it on this StreamYard thing because I don't know how to do it, but I will remod you for sure. Exactly. Yeah, I just don't want any drama or trollish behaviour in here. I had a troll earlier who was trying to be an idiot, and I don't really want one again in here right now. Hey Clayton, how are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Yeah, so this is your question, your time to ask me any autism questions, anything that you want to ask me you feel that you haven't been able to. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, brother. I know I haven't been over to your channel for a while. I apologise. I will get over there and see you. Michael, I will mod you after this stream. Michael, if you want to come up for a little bit and come on my panel, if you want to talk to me, that'd be great. We can have a chat about some autism questions, and you can throw me your understand. Hello, Amjad. Hello, Molly. Hey, Charlie. How are you? It's good to see you. I appreciate you coming through. It's awesome to see you. So yeah, if someone wants to come on the panel, Charlie or Molly or BWYA, someone who I've known for a while, wants to come onto the panel and just come and talk to me and have a bit of a laugh with me, that'd be great. It'd be great to see someone on the panel if you want to come up, either Michael or Molly, Charlie, BYWA. I've known you for quite some time. Just take your time, my sister. I don't know if you heard the great news. No, I didn't, Michael. What's the great news, brother? What's been going on? I haven't seen you in ages. I know, Charlie, but I know it's understandable. It's the 5 hour difference, so I understand that you can't catch me all the time, Charlie and Molly. I totally get it because I know there's a 5.5 hour difference. Oh, wow, really? That's awesome, Michael. Congratulations, brother. I hope everything goes well for you. That's awesome. Michael, do you want to come up on the panel for a bit, Michael? I haven't been on panel with you for ages. All I've got to do is put the link in the chat and you can hop on up. Michael or Charlie, anyone who I know quite well, you can hop up on the panel with me and have a bit of a giggle, and we can just hang out and ask some autism questions and shoot the breeze a little bit. If you want to come up, anyone wants to come up and be a panelist with me, cool. Okay, I'll invite you, Michael. I will copy it in the chat and I will put it in here. Frank, yes, this is, yeah. This is only for autism questions, Frank. Right, I'm a bit wary about doing this now. Right, I'm gonna wait a minute, Michael, because I don't know if he's a troll and I don't really. Yes, this is a autism Q&A hangout, Frank. How do I? Alright, private chat. Can you rock? Okay, BWYA, I'm just gonna wait till yeah, I just put something somewhere and yeah, this is only an autism Q&A. This is going to be a Q&A where you can ask me some questions, and if I've got any mods in here, okay, thanks. I have an important question, but maybe for some other time. Frank, if you want to contact me on Frank, you can contact me on Twitter. Frank, if you don't have me on Twitter, you can message me on Twitter and I can reply to you on there. But it's not an appropriate question for this stream. I'm more than likely to reply to you on Twitter. If you want to find me on Twitter, it's at Gemma_Gems1 on Twitter if you want to message me, Frank. You may want to come back to another stream another time. Yeah, I'm hold on, BWYA. I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. Hold on. Let me get another tab up. Right. Invite. Right, copy. I need to copy that because I need to go elsewhere into. Where are you there? BWYA, check your Google Hangouts. I've sent you the link on Google Hangouts, so I'm here. You can go on it via Google Hangouts, BWYA. I've sent it to you in our Google Hangouts chat. Clayton, we're not self-promoting in this stream, so hey, Nerd of the North, what's up, brother? It's good to see you. Yeah. BWYA, if you want to come up, I've sent the link to you in Google Hangouts. BWYA, it's in our Hangouts chat. I sent you the link on Hangouts. You can connect via Hangouts. BWYA. Yeah. And Charlie, check our Hangouts chat. I just messaged you back, Charlie, on Google Hangouts. Nerd of the North, do you want to come up, buddy? I haven't been on panel with you for a long time, Nerd of the North. Do you want to come up? It'd be awesome to have you up on panel. I know you might be. I know you got to work tomorrow, but do you want to come up, Nerd? It's been a while since I've had you on my panel at all. So I can send it in the chat. I'm just worried that I don't want to get trolls in here. Nerd, do you want to come on? BWYA, check your Hangouts chat. I just sent it to you in Hangouts. Yeah, if you want to come on BWYA, the link is in Google Hangouts chat for you. Yeah, and Michael, I can't send it in YouTube because I then will leave the stream and I'd have to restart it. But if I put the link in the chat, I just don't want trolls coming in here. That's the only problem. I can't go onto YouTube and yeah. So I'm just trying to keep this chat going, and BWIA, check Google Hangouts, please. I've sent you the link on Google Hangouts. Okay, I'll do it for 15 minutes Tuesday or so. What? 15 minutes Tuesday or so. We're going to watch a movie. Oh, no, it's North. I'm just going to put it in the chat. Sod it. It is what it is. Right. Why is it not? Nerd, click the link in the chat. Good night, Amjad. I'll put the link in the chat. Nerd of the North, just click the link in the chat. Nerd, I'll put the link in the chat for you. Hello, 3B Productions. How are you? Oh, there's Michael. There we go.
I am here.
Hey, Michael. How are you doing?
I am doing very, very well, my sister. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. This is my third panel in 2 days.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my first panel. I got 72 likes and 2 dislikes, and my second panel today, I got 42 likes and 2 dislikes.
Nice.
So this is my third panel in like 2 days. So I'm just trying to get different people up and kind of do a autism get to know me kind of thing and ask questions and kind of get my channel back on focus because it's kind of been people have been trying to troll the shit out of me and give me some bullshit comment. So I'm just trying to get myself back on focus and get back in touch with my friends. And so yeah, I've missed you, brother. Where have you been?
Got me a job. I've been working in the salad factory for over 4 months, going on 5 months, and we work pretty much 6 days a week.
Yeah. I've been sort of trying to check your channel out and see if you've been going live, and I haven't seen anything from you. I'm like, Bobber, like I haven't seen Michael live forever. Like,
I did a live stream last week.
oh, I didn't get a notification. That's bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, I did a gaming stream. I haven't uploaded a gaming video in a while. Next week I'll probably do a actual live stream. I'll bring my laptop up here to my fiance's aunt's house. So.
I've missed you so much, Michael. Like I haven't seen you in forever. Like I've been trying to keep an eye to see if I can see you anywhere, but I haven't seen you in any community whatsoever.
I know I'm always busy doing something.
I know you are, brother. I respect that. I know you're a busy individual. I get that. It's just nice when you're in the chat and you're like, "Oh, I'll come up." I'm like, "Okay," and then there was a troll in the chat, so I was like waiting for said troll to be removed, and so I was just like, "Okay, he's gone. Now I'll drop it."
So I was looking for a troll.
Huh?
I said I was looking at them trolls.
I know you was. I know you're very protective of me, and I know there's other moderators in here who are trying to look after me, so I can't help being wary after the last few months. I've had people troll me from ex-communities I used to be part of, and they've been disliking on my videos, giving me bullshit comments. And guess what, trolls? Let me tell you right now, I don't give a flying fuck what you say to me, so bring it. Don't care. And PM's Adventures is here.
Hey,
Hey,
Charles,
lovely lady.
I'm trying to get my stuff to work here, but I don't think it's working.
We can hear you audio-wise. Your audio is working.
Okay.
We can hear you. The audio is fine, but we can't see you. But the audio is cool. We can hear you. How you doing,
It's a
lovely
go.
lady? PM?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. PM, I think you're going to have to disconnect and come back in because I can't kick you out. Yes, I can. Hold on, I have to remove you. Hold on. Right, there we go. You're going to have to come back in, BWIA, and try and fix your equipment because it's not working. But yeah, I just want people to come on and have a chat with me and kind of hang out and ask me some questions. And no, the link's in the chat, brother, if you want to come up. I have linked to you a few times already in the chat. Oh, here we go. Here he is, the man of the minute. Hey!
What up, y'all?
What's up? Good dab. Stinky dab. Hit that damn.
Hey, Gemma. Hey, Stoner Gaming.
How are you, brother? It's been a while. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. We got a little bit of nice weather here for like a couple days in Norway, but got to make the best of it. So that's why we were out mini golfing today.
PM, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm back. My internet cut out, I guess, on me.
It's okay. We've got Nerds of the North on here as well. So we've got Hit That Damn, Stinky Damn Man up here. So we've got one of my brothers, my other brother from another mother, is on my panel. So we've got Michael, who is a brother.
But I'll be
who's
right
been
back.
with me
I
a
gotta
long
go
time,
help
and
unload this van real quick.
okay, Michael, no worries.
I'll be back.
Okay. So yeah, I've invited Nerd up, and I thought we'd have a autism Q&A kind of chat, and you can question me about any questions that you want to throw at me. And yeah,
Hey, I got a question for you, Gem.
Yeah.
How you been?
I'm awesome. I've been going through a bit of shite, but
Right.
it's kind of
Hey, you can see me now.
I can see you now. Hey, Holly.
I had to change the webcam.
Yeah, it's so good to
BWY
see
Adventures.
you.
Hello, I'm Nerd of the North.
Hey.
If you don't know,
I know
BWYA
you.
Adventures Nerd, she used to be formerly known as PM's Adventure Vlog. She changed her name.
Oh, duh.
So yeah, you should already know, Holly.
Yeah, okay.
She's
And you guys can call me Holly now.
Okay, hey, you can call me Jason
time,
if you want.
That's pretty cool, Nerd. I like that.
You guys can see the Snapchat filters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time I've been on StreamYard. Wait, is it StreamYard?
Yeah.
StreamYard, and was able to use the filters. I didn't know you can. Hey guys, all right, it's cool.
Yeah, this is StreamYard, and we literally, so we've got Nerds in the North, and we've got BWYA Adventures, who's been with me for a very, 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 very long time on my channel, and yeah, this is my third panel in 2 days.
Hey, good job, Jim.
Good job.
Yeah. So
she's making a mega comeback here.
I know, right? I've been taking a break because people are being idiots to me. And then yesterday, I had an awkward situation with a channel Holly knows about, who was in my chat yesterday. And I got one of my mods to block him. I had to type in the private chat. I'm like, ... mods, ... block. So I had to have someone blocked in the chat yesterday, because said channel had been abusing Cab, and I wasn't going to stand for it. So I was just like, yeah, no, you're not going to be on here.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's it.
you know, one thing about trolls, these trolls, one thing you don't want to do is call them out. You got to
No,
be
I
careful,
didn't call him
Jim.
out by name. I was just like, you know what? I know someone's in here who has abused Cab. I know you should be basically ashamed of yourself.
Listen, I
And
love Cab, and I definitely would do anything to stand up for him. But the worst thing about trolls, you call them out, you retaliate, you do any of that stuff, it fuels the fire, and they come back and do it even more, and it just makes life harder and harder and harder. You just gotta either kill them with kindness or ignore them, because calling them out makes it worse every time.
Yeah,
But
listen
I
listen to
understand. I
Nerd.
mean, I want to
Listen to
call people.
Nerd. He's been doing this longer than me and you both, Gemma, I think, combined. So
But
he
Yeah.
I
knows what he's
understand.
talking about.
I understand. And I know how you are, Jim. I know you want to. Come on,
Yep,
hell
because
no.
I'm like you, Ned and Holly. If I see someone being hurt and I see someone being upset, I'm just like, you don't get second chances with me. You muck me up once, or you be rude to me, my friends, my fam. On here, you're gone. That's it. You don't muck around with me. That's it. You take one chance and you ruin that
Don't muck
chance.
around
Bye bye.
with Jim. Is that what you said? Muck around? I don't know that. I'm American.
Yes, muck around. I could have said another word, but I'm not gonna because YouTube will kill me. But yeah, I'm being
Fart
polite
around.
language.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He could have been a lot more graphic and colorful, but
Sure.
yeah, I was tempted to say the other word, Holly, but I'm not going to because YouTube will slate me. So
exactly.
Hold up. I forgot to put on my makeup, guys. Hold on. There we go.
Now he's got his eye makeup on.
Oh, nice, bro. I just want to have a nice autism Q&A kind of chill out stream because I kind of have been doing sort of hangout streams, getting to know some other channels. Like I did, I had Mike Van Doozy up earlier with Sty and some other people and HSFL. And I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I've got nothing to do. So I was like, I'm going to go live, sod it. So I just set it all up, got the broadcast ready, and yeah.
You know, I've been doing some research about YouTube live streaming, and I'll tell you guys, this is some disappointing news for us that like to live stream all the time. YouTube isn't a big fan of live streaming, and we are it's getting pushed away slowly but surely. But I mean, for now, I'm never going to stop live streaming. But the sad thing is YouTube doesn't put our live streams in the algorithm. They want 10-minute videos or less that people click through and watch the whole thing. I mean, that's what if we're gonna push forward to YouTubing, we gotta get more of these videos and less of these live streams. But I don't want to stop live streaming. So much fun.
No, I hadn't, like, this is what, my third live stream in about 3.5 months because I took a massive YouTube whoop. And Holly
Yeah,
knows
I
Holly
see
even
that.
telling me in Hangout, she was like, why have you stopped live streaming? I'm just like, Holly, you know what? I really can't be bothered. I feel crappy. I feel low. I don't want to. And I avoided it. People kept saying to me, come back, do a live stream, come back, come back, come back. And I'm just like, nah, don't want to live stream ever again. And then Cab texted me and he was like, Gemma. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you
He's like,
gotta listen to Cap 7.
so I was like, okay, I need to come back. And people were asking me in YouTube Messenger, Facebook, where are you? Why are you disappearing? I'm like, oh boy. So I've decided to come back and I'm like, you know what? There's only certain people I'm having up on my panels. And if they don't like it, then that's tough. I'm only going to trust certain people, which is Holly, you, and a few other selected people I know I can actually trust without thinking, uh-oh, I've made a massive mistake.
Yeah, there's a lot of people taking breaks around YouTube. It's important sometimes to just take a break. Yes, indeed, Charlie Gordon. It is Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Star Wars is epic. I love Star Wars. It's one of the best franchises, apart from when Disney's ruined it.
Oh, and
Oh, yeah.
the new one. I can't wait. There's one more coming in December. was it
it's
Fall
gonna
of
be
the
trash.
Skywalker?
You know it's gonna be trash, nerd. Come on now.
I actually I doubt it. To me, it will probably be incredible. I mean, I am an absolute.
The
I
last
love
Star
every
Wars
single
film,
drop
I
of
was
Star Wars.
so disappointed. Like literally, me and my friend went to watch it, and I was gutted. I came out of the cinema. I was like, "What was that?" Like it was bad.
I liked it. I wasn't too disappointed with it, but some people may have a different opinion than that, and I
Hey,
understand
did you guys
totally with the
see the new
Disney.
Lion King?
Do we
Huh?
what?
The new Lion King?
Oh,
I haven't seen it
epic.
yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Saw it
I thought it was
yesterday.
great.
I saw it yesterday. Oh my god. I
Yeah.
literally come out of there streaming tears. I'm not even kidding. I was
Yeah.
so
Oh,
like, I
he
was like,
was so cute. Oh my god, I want.
it was the music was in
Very
tune, the story
emotional.
made sense, everything was just it really made it magical for me, and it was just like, yeah, okay, yes, Disney have redone it. I was really skeptical. I was like, and I was like, actually, yeah, I'm convinced. They sold me on that film. That was like, yeah, well done. So I did watch it, and I can't wait for the DVD to come out of that. And I know there's a few other Disney films coming out in the next few weeks I want to watch, but I was quite pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So it
liked it.
was good. It's just nice to be online again and catch up with some people. And I haven't, like I said, I took a massive big break, and I think because I was upset because of a situation with another YouTuber who was getting bullied, and I kind of just disappeared because he was upset and trying to help him out. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I need to get back to streaming again, and I've helped him. I can't do no more, so back to the grind of uploading and filming and stuff. So, and then obviously Holly inspired me quite a lot because she's been texting me on Hangout. She's like, "Where have you been, Gemma?" And I'm like, "Oh."
Who?
Holly
Me.
on the
Me.
panel.
Oh,
Holly who's on the panel next to you.
He's probably used to what I used to call myself, so I can't blame him
Yeah,
for not
this is-
remembering.
Yeah, Holly used to be known
Email.
as PM's Adventure Vlog. She used to be known as
Yeah.
the Paranormal Channel. And then Holly and me have been kind of talking behind the scenes, and she's like, "Gemma, I'm going to rebrand," and we've been back and forwards talking about ideas for her channel. And then she finally texted me about a couple of weeks ago. She's like, "I've renamed myself," and then I saw her in a chat, and I was like, "Oh wow, you changed the banner and everything. Everything's been updated. It looks really impressive, actually." I did
Now
see
it's
it.
hashtag be who you are.
That's
BWI
right.
Adventures.
Yeah, which
Yep.
is definitely the true thing to do. And that's who I'm being. I'm
Yes.
being myself. I'm talking more about autism topics that are controversial. I'm touching on topics like cures and things that people don't want me to discuss. I'm like, actually, why shouldn't I? Because there's a lot of press out at the moment with autistic children being shoved cures down their throat, especially in the States.
Mhm.
I read one the other day.
I wanted to talk to you about that thing that happened at the supermarket when I helped the boy with autism.
Yeah, sure. I was going to discuss that with you. I was going to set up an interview with you about that, actually. I wanted to talk to you about that.
Sure. Ask me a question, or I can ask you some questions about it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's. I'm trying to process my head. How did you feel about approaching him to help him? And was there an observation in your head that you kind of might have panicked and you might have thought, oh, do I help him? Do I go over into that situation and
Yeah.
myself worse in the
Let me-
situation, or potentially get a autistic child attack me? Because a lot of people who are nervous or strange, especially autistic people in a meltdown situation, he could have hit you, he could have done anything, and that could have ended badly. But from what I know, you said was the opposite.
I'll just tell everybody real quick. There was a young man at the supermarket, and I seen him in the line in front of me, and I could kind of tell by the way he was fidgeting around and the things he was doing with his eyes. I had this feeling he might have autism. I wasn't sure. I've learned a lot from Gemma, and I have some other friends, and I've learned a lot from research the internet, and I just kind of had this feeling, but I did, that passed. But he went over to the other line, and he went to go pay for his food, and I guess his credit card was denied, and I heard him say, "Excuse me, but your credit card has been denied. Do you have another way to pay?" And he just really started crying really loud, and I could tell he was probably about 16, 17 years old. Now, it didn't feel like a real cry though. It was just some sort of I had this feeling it was a meltdown. I've seen on the news. I've seen some of these things kind of things happening. Is it so, Jim? Is that something that you've done? Have you yelled out loud like that, or cried, or in public, or anything like that?
Yeah, I have. Like a few months ago, there was an incident where I was in town and I'd had a bad appointment with my work coach at a local benefit centre, and I was so stressed out. I thought I'd go and relax in a cake shop. And at the time, my auntie worked in there. So I was like, okay, my auntie might be at work. I'll go and chill out, grab a drink and a cake at the shop. So I got there, I ordered my drink and my cake, was sitting there, and then all of a sudden this loud boom of music comes on. They put this TV screen on with all their special offers and stuff, like sliding along the TV, and I lost it. I just freaked. I was just
So,
like,
is it like kind of like a panic?
yeah, it's
Because
kind of like
everything
describe.
isn't
Yeah,
set
it's
the
like
way
a
you're
panic
used
attack
to.
feeling. Like I got tight chested. I felt like I couldn't breathe. My throat was hurting. I was
But I mean,
sweating.
is it like panic, like, oh my god, everything isn't going the way I need it? Oh my god,
Yeah,
what am I gonna do?
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
literally like I can't physically respond to it quick enough. I am stuck. I can't move. And the bakery shop started getting stressed out. The staff were saying I was frightening the other customers. They went to ring the police. Like, no, don't do that. Like, I can calm down. I can be reasonable. Da 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 da. And
Well,
luckily, one of the local radio presenters was in there, who I'm connected with, the local media, and he was ordering his lunch. And he didn't realize it was me at the time, was having the meltdown. And he goes, I know that voice. He's like, Gemma. And he taps me on the shoulder like that. So I turn around and go, what do you want? And I snapped. He's like, calm. He's like, what's wrong? And he literally sat on the floor, talked to me, and was getting me to reason and logic and everything. And he took me out of the shop, walked me to the studio. 2 hours later, once I'd actually got to myself calm and back to humanity like I am now, he called my dad. My dad came to pick me up, and he literally did all the panic attack stuff. So the breathing in and out of a paper bag, talking through the strategies, what happened to me, why did I flip, what made me flip. And when I look back at it, I'm like, it was so silly because I'm used to loud noises mostly, but that TV was bright. The slideshow of it going really, really quickly with all the different colours flashing at me really just made me feel dizzy. There was loud music playing in the background, and all I wanted was just quiet, my drink, my cake, and I was going to go home. That was the plan. Luckily, or unluckily, in my mind it didn't work that way, but I was able to get to a resolution quite quick because instead of the police coming for me and potentially it ended up in a case of me getting in trouble for abuse and potentially violence, I was able to be took out of the equation and calmed down and talked to. And if it wasn't for this BBC radio guy who I know, who I'm quite connected with, I don't know what would have happened to me. I don't know if I would have been arrested for public outburst or I would have been told off. And I don't know what I would have done. I don't know if it would have been a case of I'm being verbally abusive or I get chucked out of the shop. And I still thank my lucky stars to this day that he was there in the queue. But if he wasn't there in the queue picking his lunch up, I don't know what would have happened. I think it would have ended up in a police prosecution and me being in a load of trouble. So it's kind of...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
for in the situation I was in, I assume he was really excited. He was about to buy. He had some potato chips. He had some cookies. He had some soda, and he was all pretty cool. And he was about to go home, and get
Yeah.
cozy with his goodies. And they said, "No, your card's denied." And he blew up. He started crying. I've never seen a grown young man crying so loud. And I've seen it so many times, and I looked around, and I seen everybody just looking around. Nobody knew what to do, and he went to another register, and he's like, "Okay, I'll try over here. It's gonna work over here. My card work over here. Let me try it over here." And no, sir, your card isn't working. And I see nobody doing anything, and I just instinctively, I didn't want to be the hero or anything, but I was like, "I'll pay for it. How much is it?" And they told me how much it was. I reached in. I didn't have quite enough. It was my last money, and I was like 100 and something kroners in Norwegian, which is like, I don't know, $20. I don't know, but I was like, I have 120, and they're like, well, it's 140. Well, the next guy in the line was like, "Hey, I'll pay for the rest." And he was like, "Yeah," he was like that. I'm like, "Okay, cool." And this young man, you went from like crying really loud to. And I said, "There you go, buddy. Go home and relax with your snacks." And he just looked at me, and he looked at the other guy, and the guy that helped pay was really smiling. He felt really good about it. And I didn't think anything about it. And I just, I was pretty happy. Nobody said thank you or anything like that. I paid for him. I went out. And all of a sudden, when I was standing outside for a minute, and some people came up to me like, "Oh my God, what you did was so nice. Can I offer you some beer, sir?" I was like, "No, it's okay." But the best part of it all was that I set a good example in front of everybody. And then the next guy in line, he set a good example to help jump in and help. And then all those people standing around looking and didn't know what to do about it. I mean, clearly he just needs to get it paid for. They maybe the next time they'll jump in and help somebody out. It's not so much about autism or anything like that, but I got this feeling that's what it was. Anyway, it got mentioned to the newspaper, and then it went into the newspaper, and then hundreds of people in the local area read it, and people were thanking me and telling me that they like to do that kind of thing too. And so then it just makes this chain reaction of everybody doing nice things for other people, even if it's uncomfortable with the young man crying out loud in the whole story. Just jump in and help him out, pat him on the back, and get him on the way. So that's how it went.
Yeah, and what you did was incredible. Now, like when I heard you talking about to mix Laura before, and I was just like, oh my God, like you stepped out of your comfort zone, not knowing how this stranger would have reacted. You had to think about the sensory aspect. You had to think about the physical aspect on your well-being as well as that person's well-being. And the problem is sometimes when an autistic person is in distress like that and they don't realize their behavior, there's so many potential things that could go wrong. It could be a violent situation. It could be a physical assault situation. It could be a situation where they attack you because they're in such state they don't do.
He looked right in my face, and I was he looked right at me, and it was almost
Hey,
like he
Laura.
didn't really see me, but he still could see me in his brain. But the way he got up in my face, I feel like I'm not sure if he's even going to remember me. A lot of the other people remember me, but that guy, the way he looked at me and got up to me, I don't think he's going to remember, but maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's such a good thing though, because again, you help that person, you help them feel good in a stressful situation because again, it's a flight or flight situation, and I can relate that to anxiety because if you are in a situation where you're panicking, you've got say the lights, the situation, you've got the smell of the shop, you've got the voices of everybody, you've got people packing their shopping, and you've got all the announcements from the tannoys and all that kind of stuff. So not only was that individual probably stressed out from all of that, at the same time knowing he didn't have enough money for the shopping, that's going to panic him. He's thinking, but I thought I had enough. And then he's going to have to think, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to put things back? Am I going to have to leave things behind? And I like these certain snacks and I want to take them home. And it's all the sensory overload processing as well. So not only was he dealing with that, you were dealing with that, and the shop was trying to obviously keep business going and things. So again, it's all about how effective communication, and that's what I've been saying to Holly. Sometimes that communication becomes broken because when you're in a certain situation like that, you can't always effectively communicate. And there's been times where I've yelled at people in text or verbally. I'm like, 2-3 hours later, I get a text message, Gemma, are you aware of the way that you acted? And I'm like, what do you mean the way I've acted? And they're like, Gemma, and I'll go back and look. I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god,
Hey,
was I
do
like that?
you remember when when this happens, or?
Yeah, like I'll take hours though. Like it won't be an instant thing. I'll sit there for hours and hours and hours, or sometimes days. And it wasn't until people text me or they'll confront me the next day, like, Gemma, you know, yesterday that situation that you did, and I'm like, what situation? And they're like, oh, your behaviour was erratic. You were rude. You didn't respond to me. Da 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 da. And I'm like, but. And they're like, Gemma. And I'll go back and I'm like, uh-oh, red flag. And I have to look and I'm like, I was feeling upset. I was angry. I slipped when I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have said what I said in that chat, or I shouldn't have come across in a certain way. And prime example, I've done it to Holly, not intentionally, but in a chat. And sometimes Holly's like, Gemma, are you sure you're all right? And I'm like, yes, I'm fine. I just need to have space and blah, blah, blah. And I've snapped at her. I'm like, shit, why did I do that? And then I go back and talk to her afterwards. And it's difficult because, again, it's that sensory issue of having to think about it. And yeah, I think her internet's cut out again. Yeah. So it's just that communication, and like I'm very lucky. You're very understanding about that. You understand if sometimes I get anxious, or if I'm in your chat. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, there's so much going on in this chat. I can't focus, and I'm trying to chat to people and chat to you and keep the moderator stuff going. And like the other day, for example, I was chatting to Rebecca on your stream, and there was a couple of trolls in your chat, and I was keeping my eye to see their behaviour and everything else. And when you're trying to mod at the same time as interacting, my brain's going so quick. I'm like, oh my god, I'm trying to keep an eye on these trolls, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat in general. So I'm doing 3, 4, 5 things at once, and by end I'm just like, how the hell do I do that? And it's like, yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, even for me, I don't think I have autism. I got sometimes.
Welcome back, Holly.
I got this. Hey, welcome back, Holly.
Sorry, guys, internet.
I thought maybe she was like, screw this. Nobody's talking to me. I'm out.
No. I know Holly has internet issues. We have it sometimes on our private chat. She'll all of a sudden we'll be talking and then bam, she's like,
is it possible that everyone is on the autism spectrum? It's just to a different degree.
Yes. Everyone's on the line of autism somewhere, but the thing is, it depends on how severe the symptoms are and how you meet the medical criteria. So everybody has traits of it, yes, but it's how severe you show them or you relate to the spectrum. Whereas with me, I have the eye contact problem, I have the sarcasm problem, I constantly fidget, I don't express my emotion properly, I'm very flippant up and down with how I say things, and people are like, whoa, Gemma, what the hell? Yesterday you were stressed and stuff, and then today you're woohoo, look at me, and happy and rainbows and don't care, and the next day I can be triggered by something and woohoo, I'm back down again like a yo-yo, and people are like, what? Can't this girl keep her emotions stable? And I'm like, yeah, I can, but when you're on the autism spectrum, that goes out the window because everything is heightened by 10, 15 times normal than the neurotypical population. So I'm having to process not just my feelings at one time, like right now, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm chilled. But tomorrow I could be triggered by something little and fly off the handle. And I can go, F you, leave me alone, don't talk to me, don't type to me, I don't want to know. And then a few hours later, I'm like, woohoo! Yay! How are you? Chat, 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 chat. And they're like, huh? What? Just a few hours ago, you're flipping, and now you're fine again. So it's the up and down of how to control it, and I'm getting a little bit better with it, but there's still days where I'm very flippant with people, and I get myself in trouble because I'll shoot off at the mouth rather than think about it. And then I get, Gemma, that was inappropriate. And I'm like, what? No, it wasn't. Like, yeah.
Jim, I think you're fantastic at the way you handle everything and the way you balance it out and everything that you do. I think you're amazing, and I'm really proud of the good job that you do. Because
Thank you,
I
Ned,
know
bro.
that it's
That
not.
means a lot to me. Hi, Premier Hell and Stein North. Welcome.
Premier Hell, there's Fancy Cat himself.
Yay.
It's good to see you, and Andy K as well. Whoopsie, I know you've been messaging in the chat. Whoops, my bad. I'm having such a good chat with these guys. I'm trying to keep the chat flowing, and I've just realised I've got like over loads of comments going down my chat. I'm like, whoop. Thank you,
Well,
Laura.
Here's a question for you, Gemma. Do you think that all of, not just autism, but a lot of the other mental health problems have very similar issues as far as, the reactions and the emotions that they have sometimes, different situations like anxiety. Like, for example, I have anxiety. So it would be like, for me, sometimes it's like if I get into an elevator or something with a whole bunch of people, I'm like crowded in, and I feel real nervous and anxious about that because it's almost like my anxiety's kicking in and I can't focus on what I'm doing or what my mind is telling me I should be doing. So like stuff like that is what I'm what I'm talking about. And Nerd, you're making us laugh.
Sorry,
Yeah,
okay.
I apologize for doing that.
a vital point here, because a lot of other comorbid conditions, such as anxiety that Holly's talking about, which I can identify with myself, anxiety is so big because when you have a comorbid condition such as autism or depression or schizophrenic or any of them kind of spectrum issues, you can have a lot of overlapping symptoms. So anxiety is a chronic one for a lot of people because, again, it's a spectrum. You've got severe anxiety to the point people don't leave the house, they need care constantly, they feel that they're suicidal. And then you've got people like me who are mild anxiety and medicated so I can function. But at the same time, I still need sometimes where I'm manic on the other side, where I'm thinking, I can't cope, and I think about self-harm. I don't do it. I never have. But I've thought about it. I've thought about hurting myself. I've thrown things to stop myself doing it. I've gone and switched off everything to stop myself from thinking about it. I've been tempted to admit myself to hospital more than one occasion because I've been scared that I am going to put myself in harm's way. But I've never actually gone through with it and did it. But the thoughts do come in my head, especially when I've been feeling low from the recent troll stuff. I'm like, am I such a bad person that they want to make me feel this way? Am I such an awful person that I deserve to have all these down thumbs and all these disgusting, useless, nasty comments on my comment sections? And I'm like, you know what? That's because they don't understand. They're jealous. They're people who like to hide in a basement and are bored, lonely, sad ass pieces of work who want to make my life hell. And I'm done with that. I'm so done because I don't want to have it anymore and I'm not going to put up with it. So that's why I'm very quick now. If I see a troll or someone who acts like control my chat, you warn once and bye bye. You're out. That's it. I'm not going to sit there and go, please behave, do this, do this, do this, do this.
Bye,
No.
bye.
You get one warning now and bye.
Hi, Maria. Hi, Irish Whiskey.
Hi, Irish Whiskey and Maria. Sorry, I just saw you come in. And Josie Wales, just saw you as well.
Hey, guys.
It's good to see you. And I know Premier Hell was wanting to come on to a panel. I don't know if he still wants to come into the panel or not.
No,
I know Premier Hell had some questions.
That's Fancy Cat.
Premier Hell, do you want me to drop you the link? Hey, Adam. I can drop you the link from Premier
Hey,
Hell if you want to
Holly,
come
how are you
on.
doing
Oh, were you me?
today? Yeah.
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the middle with my anxiety today. So
How
if
do
you
feel
guys
right
see me
now up
kind
here
of,
on the panel? Are you nervous?
yeah, a little bit.
Don't be nervous.
Trust me, Holly, you've got nothing
Yeah,
to be nervous
yeah.
about. I've seen you do your own
But
live
that's the
streams,
way.
and you are far
It's
from
been a
nervous.
long time though, Gemma, since I've been on a live. So you gotta think about that too.
It's
Oh,
okay. You're
well,
doing a great
yeah,
job.
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I get that.
You
Yeah.
don't look nervous.
I try not to look it.
Holly is
But
very good.
I put up a good front.
She's someone who I can see, like, I've seen her on live streams before, and she'll sit there and, like, I don't know how she does it. She'll sit there like she's not bothered. Like, she'll sit there and be cool as anything and be
Yeah, just
shooting
like
her opinion. And I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, how the
I mean,
hell, knowing that she has
I've
anxiety,
told-
does she do
if
that?
I really, really have to focus to do that though. You guys don't understand.
Laura,
It's
take
really,
care.
it's really,
Bye,
really hard for
Laura.
me to focus and do that every time.
Hey, like I've told Gemma, I'm nervous before everything I do, every single live stream. Even I'm nervous. Like, there's been a time I threw up in my mouth and swallowed it and pushed start streaming. I'm nervous before every stream. I'm nervous before every video, even if there's no one in the room and I'm video myself. I get nervous about it. But being a YouTuber, we just swallow it down. I mean, I think it helps. YouTube helps, and going live in front of people helps kind of curb that anxiety. I don't know about that's how it is for me. Is it like that for you guys?
Yeah, it actually is more like kind of a therapy. YouTube is somewhat to me because it helps me to get past some of it sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm having a really bad day, sometimes I can get on there and I like get in a better mood. If
Yeah.
I'm on a live with people that, that want to talk to me, I get
Yeah.
in a better
And
mood.
it's
Yeah.
and it's that thing you don't want any attention, but you want all the attention.
hmm
And then
Yeah.
you just push yourself through it to get the attention and you go out there and you talk to people. It actually is worth it in the end, and you're like thankful that you actually were brave enough to go do it. And then the
Mhm.
more you go through that process, it gets better and better.
Yeah, it does. It does. As you do it more and more, you do get.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think with live streaming as well, and like you say, with chronic health issues like anxiety and depression, it's all about, for me, it's state of mind. So when I'm live streaming, I bury the negative things in my head, and I'm like, no, Gemma, leave it alone. The negative things stay in my head. I want to have fun. I want to chill. I want to be happy, 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 and chat to my friends, my fam, and I bury a lot of my feelings. So everything gets buried in the back of my head, and so I only present one side of myself. And nerd is in when I've been the opposite, where I've had a meltdown on a stream, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel crap, da 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 da,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why the hell did I do that? Why am I sitting here crying and moaning and stressing? And I'm like, nope, stop, don't do it. If you feel like that, don't stream. Don't even come onto YouTube if you're in that frame of mind. Just don't do it because people are going to be worn down by it. So now when I'm in this happy mood, I'm chatting, I want to have a laugh, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stream. I want to show some sunshine. I want to make people laugh. I want to chat with my friends. I haven't streamed in ages. So I was just like, you know what? I'm on a roll. Let's go. So I was just like,
That's right. You just got to focus on the positive things like that, Gemma, and that'll get you through a lot. It does me some, every time I think about, oh, well, there's going to be trolls out there. No, I got to push that thought in the back of my head and just say, let's do this,
yeah. I think as well, it's that communication of who you trust as well. So for me, I trust Nerd in my life, I trust you in my life, Holly, and I think having that connection, that family connection, if I know something's wrong with me or if I feel stressed, I'm like, you know what, I'll go to Nerd. Oh, hey Nerd, can you chat a little bit? I'm feeling sad or I'm anxious. Do you mind giving me a message? Or to you,
Mhm.
Holly, I tweet you, I get you in the good hands. I'm like, hey, I'm having a shit day. I've had a really bad anxiety, da 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 da. And instead of me panicking like I used to and come on stream and go, rant. I want to rant and scream and cry. And no, I go behind the scenes. I'm like, please help. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm peed off. And I do it that way rather than come on stream and go, oh, well, this has happened and this has happened and no.
Well,
Exactly. You don't want to bring the negative out here, but
yeah. So that's why I kind of bury it and go, la la la, happy Gemma, chatty Gemma who doesn't want to shut up. Comes out. I'm like, okay,
let me put it this way. We've this past month, these past weeks has been crazy for everybody. And listen, I mean, some people don't believe in this stuff, but the planets have been aligned like in this crazy way where they're just like one big straight line, and it affects everybody on Earth. And we're just coming out of that. We're gonna just the way it's gonna be from here on out. We're gonna go up. That's what we're gonna do from here on out. We're just coming out of a big transition, and everything is just gonna get better and better and better, Gemma. So
yes, Andy K's got a question for Nerd. I just had to scan back up in the chat because there's been quite a few questions of both of you in here. And he says, Nerd of the North, sooner or later, each one of us has to ask the question of what matters more, our health or sticking to antiquated, stupid laws which only makes a person ill.
yeah, I mean, you know, I'm an American in Norway, so I have to stick to the laws, but you know, I agree with your, I agree with that, buddy.
Yeah, and then Andy's linked the video to BWYA. He says, save this link and watch the second half of it. Save it for later. Okay. And then Andy says, no, perhaps about it, Nerd. I spent over half my life on mental health drugs, got myself off them, feel better than I ever have, but I had to risk prison to do so.
Man.
And I'm now 54.
Hey, Andy K, you're a brave man. Keep it up, man.
Okay, Andy, I got that link.
Yeah, he's just re-put it in the chat, so he's Brunette Girl says, I pop in once in every while. I'm usually in someone else's stream. I might go, Brunette Girl, I'm not going to be rude or disrespectful, but please don't self-promote other people's streams in my stream, and especially someone who is basically deciding to be who's decided to unmod me and be a bully to me recently. I don't want his name in my stream. If you would mind removing that comment, I would be appreciative. I'm not going to be rude, but yeah, please don't self-promote other people's streams in my chat. That's something I get peed off with people doing a nerd stream. I block the comment all the time because people are like, oh, well, I'm doing this. I'm like, no, you're not.
I put up with everything in my stream. I let everybody do everything.
It's just disrespectful because you take the effort to stream. This is the thing. And Nerd's sitting there, he's like, hey, guys, da-da-da. And people are like, oh, well, I'm going live in 2 hours. I'm going live in da-da. No, shut up. It's not
Jim's
your
got
stream.
my back if she's there.
So I'm just like, block. And I'm like, don't self-promote. Don't do it.
It does come off as very rude, though. I will say that.
It's no need to self-promote. If you're going live, don't talk about it in someone else's stream. Leave it on your own.
Some people don't realize it. I don't think Brunette Girl meant it. A lot of people don't, they just, they're not out here doing this as much as we are. I don't think everybody realizes it. They don't mean to do it. If you let them know, they don't do it.
Brunette Girl, I don't mean no offense to you, but I had this the other day as well. I did a stream and I constantly had people going, well, this person. I'm like, hold on a minute. I've just come back to streaming. All I'm getting is people going, I'm going live at this time. I'm doing this. My video. Check this. I'm like,
I mean, the worst is if somebody says, hey guys, I'm live streaming right now. Anybody want to come and see me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Like, why would you do that? Like, you're in someone's live stream who's took the hours to prep it, who's wanting to speak about an important issue, and you go in there and go, well, I'm live now. Come over to me. No.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in Nerd Stream and I hear someone say in his chat, "Oh well, I'm going live in 5 minutes." No, you're not, because I'm going to block your comments so people stay in here. So don't self-promote because I'm going to ban you. I have done that in several instances where I'm like, I've warned you once, I've warned you twice, I'm not warning you a third. Bye. And you're gone because it's just rude. It's like, I know Nerd's trying to interact with everyone. He wants people to have equal time, share, and everything else. But if you're the main live streamer and you're talking about a game or a general, like when Nerd does his wake up with Nerd in the morning and he's getting people to be nerdy and funky and dancing and everything else, you don't want someone going, well, come over to me now. No, I'm getting nerdy. Go away.
I'm getting nerdy. Come on now.
I want to go in Nerd stream. I don't want to be told to go somewhere else. No, because
Come
then I'm
on,
disrespecting
man.
Nerd and I'm
Nerdy.
taking time away from him. So it's like,
Well,
it's just about that respect and communication again with autism. And you get so much information thrown at you, and people like saying to me, come here, do this, Gemma, do this. I'm like, no. Oh, and we have another guest. Whoop, whoop.
got another guest coming in.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes, we have my brother from me. Hello. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Woofy.
Hey, bro.
What's up? How are you doing? I finally got you on my
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, I'm Bad Nerd. What's up, bro?
I finally got my brother Premier Head on the stream. I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, me too. This is the first for me.
Premier Hell is an awesome streamer, guys. If you don't know him, seriously, he's my brother. I absolutely adore him. I always keep telling him I love him. I think people get ticked off with me because I keep saying it in the chat. Whenever he's live, I was like, I literally bombarded his chat earlier. I was just like, brother, and like highlight in the chat. And he's like, I love you too, Gemma. I love you too, Gemma. And I'm like, share this out, sub. I think people get annoyed with it, but Premier Hell's, I've taken quite an affection to Premier Hell, and I'm very protective over him as I am.
I think this one.
I always share the streams out. If anybody's gonna get, how are you gonna get annoyed with sharing the stream out? I mean, if you can't find the streams you want to watch, if people don't share them out, the notification system's broken.
And Premier Hell is one of the most understanding channels that I've met. I met him on Green Bay Wacky, and he's been very supportive of me ever since I've connected with him. And he shares a lot of my stuff out, and we just stuck up a really good, great, well, friendship. We become family. I call my brother, and he's just a great dude. And I wanted him on my panel. I was trying to get him earlier.
Did she get nervous? Did she leave?
No, her internet keeps cutting out. She's having internet issues right now. She keeps cutting out. It's like the third time she's cut out since my stream has started.
I hate it when that happens.
Hey, bro.
But I'm so happy Premier Hell's here, guys. If you don't know who Premier Hell is, you really need to check out his channel. Honestly, it's dope. He does the most awesome streams, and he's chatting to everybody. He interacts with you. He classes everyone as family.
I try my best. It's really hard to keep up the chat when it goes about 4 miles an hour.
I've got a rat BY WA back to the stream. Welcome back, Holly. So, guys, if you don't know Premier Hell, and if you want to ask Premier Hell any questions or get to know him a little bit more, he's an awesome, dope streamer. He's a really cool guy. He's just a really nice guy, has really taken to me and means a lot to me. And I'm honored that he's on my stream right now because I have been trying to get him on my panel the other day, but I think he was streaming at the time or was in bed. So I was like, damn it, I will get you on my stream. I even have to go live again to get you up.
Hey, bro.
Hey, you're my brother.
What up, dog?
Hey, see, we even look alike. We must be twins.
So,
pretty much.
Yeah, Premier Hell is just
not wearing a hat.
a dope live streamer, guys. If you don't know who Premier Hell is, he's just an awesome YouTuber, and I think very, very highly of him. And if you haven't been on his stream, you should be, because he gets a lot of people in there. A lot of people.
What happened?
And you need to check out Holly's channel as well. Holly used to be known as PM's Adventure Vlogs. For anyone who doesn't know Holly's channel, she's now rebranded and she's starting a new what can we say, adventure, and she's wanting people to grow and connect and become friends, and she's encouraging people to be who they are. She has her own hashtag, be who you are, and that's kind of, she's getting people to believe who they are. And yeah, so check out Holly's channel if you don't know Holly as well. She's a really awesome streamer. She does live streams as well, so do check my panelists out. And Brunette girl just asked me a question. What music do I like? Wow, that's a question and a half. Well, I'm an 80s child, so I have to say I've been brought up on 80s music, 70s music. I'm quite a Madness and Oasis fan. I've been brought up on a lot of rock music and Tina Turner, and some old classics of that era because my parents kind of brought me up on that. And I'm also a more modern girl. I like Ed Sheeran. I'm actually going to see him in 4 weeks from today.
You're going to see Ed Sheeran?
Yep,
Sheeran?
I am. Yeah, he's coming to my hometown.
I was just reading some crazy-ish about Ed Sheeran. Do you know about where he lives?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know about his house and stuff?
I know he's got a house in Framlingham, which is about 50 miles away from where I am right now.
Yeah. So he has a house, and he wants to build a big church chapel and a kidney-shaped pool on his property, but the neighbors don't want him to do it. So he's bought all of the houses in the neighborhood for almost $1 million each. So he basically owns an entire neighborhood now, so he could do whatever he wants in the whole damn neighborhood.
Yeah.
That dude's a pimp.
He's also a charity ambassador for a local children's charity here called the East Anglia Children's Hospice, which is a hospice for terminally ill children. And he's now one of the ambassadors who regularly visits there. And he actually did a clothing auction of all his tour clothing, and it raised a stupid amount of money for
that's great. I like that guy.
He's
Plus,
a very
I like his music.
guy. So I can't wait to go. I'm quite excited. You know, it cost me £75 for a concert ticket.
Wow.
That's expensive. That's more expensive than bacon.
Bacon is one of my favourite breakfast items, and you're making me feel very, very hungry.
Don't eat me.
I'm going to throw them in that frying pan in a minute now.
Hello, Crone Chick. How are you, lovely? It's good to see you.
I need more than one slide.
If you, that Crone Chick is a good woman as well. She runs a Chronic Health channel, and she's a really awesome streamer. She does a lot of streaming, and yeah, she's just a top channel if you want to go and visit her as well.
How do you get such glowing eyes?
The Bacon Brothers over here.
Bacon Bros, what up, bro?
You want to see your faces, dudes? Where are we gone? You want to see the faces?
Well, you don't like her lips and her eyes?
It's creepy, brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's creeping me out.
She's like, "Come on, I'm a Muslim. I don't eat bacon."
Yeah, you can beat bacon. You're not eating it.
I can't even look at it.
Can't even look at it.
No, I don't know.
Can you put back on your camera? That's slightly creepy. Me looking at you as a bent piece of bacon.
Well, that one's
Just
cool.
don't put water on me.
Yeah, no.
It's so nice to have everybody on. This is so cool getting to hang out with you all and being able to chill out and get back to the streaming, because it's been a while since I've done anything on YouTube streaming wise. So, and Premier Hell did kick my backside a few weeks ago when I was in his show. I'm like, I'm not streaming ever again. And he was like, Gemma. I'm like, uh-oh.
I never stop live streaming except on the weekend.
So he was like, Gemma, don't stop streaming. Don't let these idiots tell you what to do. I'm just like, but. He's like, Gemma. I'm like, uh-oh, I need to stop now. So I was like, okay, I need to start streaming again. And I'm loving it. I'm loving being back on live and seeing my friends and family. And it's awesome for you guys to be able to ask me questions and feedback to me about stuff. So, because I don't get to see Nerd that often. I see him in the mornings quite a lot when I'm getting ready to go out and stuff, but I don't really get to see Premier Hell unless it's early evening or early afternoon when he's streaming. I get the notification. I'm like, oh, I'm home. Excellent. I can sit here and watch him stream. Because yesterday I was in the cinema and I had my phone on silent vibrate and I was texting him whilst I was in the cinema on my phone. I was actually having the stream on quiet on my phone and watching the film on my phone. I was like, I'm at the cinema, bro, but I'm still watching the stream at the same time.
That's real loyalty right there.
Yeah.
Right?
And I heard my phone going zzz, 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 zzz. It's like Premiere Hell. Hey sister, how are you? I'm like watching
Hey,
the film at the same
Premiere
time.
Hell.
Mother-in-law.
Bro, Premiere Hell, bro.
What?
Have you revealed your name?
Yeah, it's on my well, yeah, it's on my
Tell me your
Instagram.
name. You know my name?
Nerd of the North.
No.
I know.
Let me think. I think I heard it. Let me guess. Is it Brian?
I'll give you a hint.
Oh.
Jason. All right.
Jason.
Yeah, I was going to say what I was going to let Nerd tell you, but yeah, I've known Nerd's name for quite some time, so I've known that his name is Jason. I just haven't said
Hey,
it.
that Crohn's chick. It's called
Nice DJ.
Snapcam. And Premier Hell, man, he showed me Snapcam, and then I did it, and then like 5 other people like started doing it, and
I'm
now
going to send you the link, sweetheart. You can come on and chat about your channel. Come on up.
Snapcam.
Come on up, that Crohn's
Yeah,
chick, sweetheart. You
Been
come on
telling
up and chat
everybody about it.
your
It's freaking fun. It makes your stream a lot more entertaining. It's it's a lot. It's fun. It's entertaining for you and everybody else.
I'm surprised it's free. I bet you there will come a point where it won't be free with these.
No, it actually wasn't free before.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah,
Crohn's
because
chick,
I looked
I'll
up in
drop
the
you
thing,
link
and it
in
used
the
to be
chat.
$1 per like filter.
Hey, Stefan together. How are you doing? Shani, I've dropped you the link in the chat if you want to come up for a few minutes. I just sent you the link in the chat, so you can come on up for a few if you want to chat. Yeah, so this is just an awesome hangout and getting to see my friends, my fam, and I'm addicted to streaming again now. I've done 3 streams in like 15 hours.
Dab, stanky dab.
And getting Premiere Hell on, this is like, because I know Premiere Hell's 8 hours behind me, so it's difficult to catch him.
I know you were on the stream, and I was like, "What? You mean it's the sun's coming up? The sun's coming up while my sun's coming down."
Yeah.
We're just talking and chatting. It's like she shows me a picture of her sun going down, and I'm showing her a picture, her sun coming up while my sun's coming down.
My son was coming up. We were on the phone the other day. I was like, "Look, Premiere Hell, the sun's coming up at it's like 4:30 in the morning. The sun's like, whoop."
But listen, guys, Gemma, sweetie, I said I would come on for 15 minutes, but it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, Nerd. Thank you so much for coming on, my friend.
Hey, nothing but a pleasure and an honor.
Love you. I'll see you tomorrow for your stream.
Love you, Gemma.
Love you.
Premier Hell and Holly, guys. Much love to you guys.
Nice seeing you.
See you guys
later.
Bye.
See you.
Oh, Charlie wants to come on. Hold on, let me add Charlie to the conversation. And Shani's on as well.
Hi.
Hey, Shani, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
It's so good to see you. And I just thought I'd go live. I was feeling kind of motivated from your streams. I was like, I know you were still streaming at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm being encouraged. I'm like, I need to do something. So I was just like, just felt like it and went live. And I want everyone to know about that Crohn's chick. I want her to have the floor, and I want her to be able to tell the world about her channel because it's dope and inspirational, and it's a really great chronic health channel. She's inspirational. She does a lot of interviews with people, and I'm excited. On the 30th, she'll be interviewing moi. So we're going to be chatting all things autism, chronic health, and I'm going to let Shani have the floor for now, so she can.
Oh, thank you. No, it's been an incredible day. I just got to 500 subscribers as well. Inspired John and his friend Rachel. They raided my channel today and got me to my next sort of goal. So that was it's been
Yay, well deserved. Shani hit 500 subscribers, everybody. She hit 500 subs today. So massive.
Congratulations.
Shani's channel, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, I won't take over the entire live stream.
No, you're fine, Shani. No worries.
Thank you.
Oh, no, right?
Yeah, everyone out of the way. Shani.
It helps me with my anxiety, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I'm Shani. I'm that Crohn's chick. I host a chronic health talk show on YouTube. I started in February. And yeah, today I've cracked 500 subscribers. That's really, really cool. Got Gemma coming on later this week to tell her chronic health story. If anyone else in the chat has a chronic health story to tell, you are most welcome on my channel to talk about it. We talk about everything. So I live stream pretty much every day, either on my channel or I'm lurking somewhere in someone else's live stream, usually. I'm on another panel, that sort of thing. But yeah, anything to do with health. We have panels, we do interviews, we do all of it.
Shani did a really powerful stream earlier. She was talking about employment and chronic health, and that's a touchy subject with me because employment from the UK standpoint with people with disabilities or chronic health is bad. I have an appointment later today, this afternoon, and they tell me that I'm fit for work, which I want to work, but at the same time, they don't take into account that autism is a barrier so much to the point that lights are an issue. I can hear the lights humming. I can hear the buzzing. I can hear being in a place of employment. I can hear all the voices. It's not just one conversation. You have all the fax machines, telephones to process. You have every single thing that would be a sensory nightmare for me in one big sweep of a hit. So trying to work in a place of employment is just a nightmare because you're trying to focus and socialize and interact with people. And that what they don't understand is that autism causes such a big barrier because you have to think about the physical health of autism with anxiety, depression, and then people are, oh, but you seem fine. You act fine, Gemma. You don't seem like you're bothered by anything. I'm like, yeah, don't even go there with that because there's so much I can tell, which I'm going to leave for Shani's stream. But yeah, there is so much of a grey area with employment, and I've ranted and ranted about employment to people. I'm just like, you have no idea how difficult it is for me to even do a job application. The thought of doing it and posting it or doing it online, I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got to put in these questions. I don't know what to put. I don't know how to sell myself. I'm very naive when it comes to the right wording and how to mentally process it. And people are like, oh, but you act so calm, Gemma. You're so friendly. I'm thinking, if only you knew.
What's going on there?
It's all up here. I can't show you what is in my brain all the time. There's so much I hold in here that's going, and I can't let it out because I'm scared of society's reaction to me.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way as well. And that's part of why instead of just recording videos, I went live. And also why, I've got Crohn's, which is obviously what I'm known for, being that Crohn's chick, but I've got 7 other chronic health issues that I manage as well. One of them being chronic anxiety, which a lot of people don't peg me for either. So it's, raising awareness, and instead of just talking about it, something I worked out very quickly on my channel is that it's one thing for me to do like a Wikipedia or Google search and talk about autism, for example, and give you some facts and all that. It's a whole other ball game if I actually got someone on to talk about what it's actually like a day in the life of someone with autism. And so you actually get to hear it. And also that inspires other people with chronic health to go, oh, okay, this is a place where people can be vulnerable. There's a lot of vulnerable people in my live streams, and I'm very protective. There's no bullying, no harassment. We don't go into politics. We don't go into religion, and we don't go into socialist sort of movements. So it's very open. Everyone is welcome. But yeah, I found that I wanted people to tell their story. It adds so much more realism and it's so much more relatable than if I was just to do a video, this is what autism is, and rattled off 5 facts about it. That's not as we can do a Google search on autism. We can work it out if we want to know. Actually having someone tell their chronic health story, very, very different and much more relatable.
Yeah, this is the thing with Shani's channel. If you've not guessed, she's from the big world of Down Under, but she's also a very, very inspirational young lady. And like what she's saying about her channel, she interviews people from different chronic health backgrounds. So Like she's had people like the lovely, fabulous Alana with the Theory Dutch channel, is a sweetheart, really inspirational young girl as well, has her conditions and inspires people to research about it and look into it. And she interviews a lot of people with like depression and anxiety, and like Shalisha said, she has other multiple conditions which she doesn't talk about, but her channel is so open. There's that openness where everyone's safe and they can talk about what they want to talk about, and it's that respect that you can go, oh, well, this is my opinion, but at the same time Shani's able to bounce back with her thoughts and opinions on things. So it's good to hear what she has, her experiences, and how she helps someone to overcome their opinions and how to balance things. So it's a really good way of learning as well if you want some education on chronic health and strategies, things like that. It's a really important channel. So do go and check her out when she's streaming. It's a really good, fun stream if you haven't been over there yet. It's a really good place to go. And I do enjoy her streams. As soon as I see her go live, I'm usually like, oh, hey, she's live. And I'm like, boom. And
Thank you. That's the effect I want. You know, that's what I want to hear. It's like, oh, Shani's live, instead of like, oh, here we go. She's talking.
no, I watch your streams. Like today when I saw your notification came up, because you and Premier Hell and a few other channels, you're the ones I constantly get the notifications for. So as soon as I have the email comes up, I'm like, boom, I'm straight there. There's some channels who I've been supporting for over a year who I don't get notifications for at all. And then they text me, oh, Gemma, you missed my stream. I'm like, did I? Oops. And then after you're done, I'm like, uh-oh. So it's YouTube doesn't work with some streamers, but a lot of the ones I watch frequently, like you and Premier Hell, I get bang, 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 I get notification. So it's, I guess it's because YouTube plays it by the frequency of how you watch and how many times you comment on streams. And
well, some of my favorite YouTubers that I'm subbed to, I don't get notifications for all the time. So it has a lot to do with YouTube and what they do, who they put where at that time, you know. I've
been removed. My subscription has been removed from like already 3 people. And I just like, because, and I go to their stream every single week. You know, their live stream, I watch multiple of their videos, and just go back to their channel one time, I'm going, what? It's like I have to resubscribe. I've had that happen a few times, but most of the time it's like I go there and then their bell is like not ringing, and so I hit it and it gives me error on my phone, and then I'll have to like refresh the page. And
that happened with a lot of people, like me and BWYA Ventures before she changed her name. I went to go to one of her live streams. I think it was last year. She was doing a live stream. I didn't get the notification. Luckily, we'd connected on Hangout, so she sent me the link. But if it wasn't for that link being sent to me, I would have completely missed that stream because I had no notification at all. You know, I had the bell rung. I checked the page. I'm like, what is up? Like, why am I missing streams when I'm having bells rung? And again, it's to do with the YouTube system, I guess. And now I'm getting notifications again. So it's a case of knowing who to watch and how to balance YouTube, and that's difficult because I'm very passionate about health channels and support channels. And so when I see Shani on, I'm like, oh, excellent, one of my favorite health channels is on, so I know to go and check that out, watch that. And I know Shani does a lot of fun streams, so she does the Defend Your Gender live streams with Inspired John. That's hilarious. If you've not checked that out,
I love
Inspired John's funny. He's like his
he's a really funny dude. I had him on my stream this afternoon. I did a stream this afternoon. He came on for about 2 hours and was chatting with me, and we chatted about Shani and the Defend Your Gender quiz, and he was chatting about his channel. And I was like, when's that Defend Your Gender come back? I was like, I think I missed it this week. He's like, no, we're back next week. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, why are you sad? I was like, that's routine for me. Like, that's one show that I watch all the time, and I watch other streams and I wait for the notification, and it's kind of become my YouTube habit. I watch certain people because I get the notification. I like watching them. I like the friendship of being able to subscribe to people. And so this is kind of, I just thought I'd do this sort of hangout and kind of chat to my friends and get you guys to ask questions, because I know there's probably a lot of questions you guys probably haven't thought of.
Mm, mm. Yeah, no, I love live streaming. I can't imagine my life not doing this now. Doing like being that Crohn's chick has completely changed like my entire life. Doing all of this. I had no idea when I started YouTube that this like 5 months later, this is what I would be doing. I had no idea. It's just so cool. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's a good way of meeting new family and friends. And like I said to BWIA, we all connect and become family. You're not just subscribers to me. My channel is my family. It's the place where I come to have my fun and do my uploads. And as soon as I see someone saying hello to me in my chat or my videos, like, "Hi Gemma, great video, well done. We're really proud of you." I'm like, "Oh, that comment's really nice," because they took the time to sit there and write that and express their thoughts on it. And it's just really important. That makes me feel really good. Like when I see comments from Shani or BWYA, I'm like, you guys have took the time to physically sit there, write the comments out, and that makes me feel so much more happy knowing you guys enjoy the content. Because that's why I do my channel. It's the case of awareness and fun, and I want to be a fun channel as well as the educational channel. I want to try and make people understand my life in a more easier snapshot.
Yeah.
And not complicate all the time.
Yeah, because it does get complicated, especially when you're talking about chronic health. There's a lot of scientific terms, there's a lot of medications, a lot of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They can be really overwhelming. Because
Yeah.
if you try to sit one person down like a complete stranger and tell them your chronic health story, you can just see the eyes glaze over, literally, and they just go, "Whoa," or they get really shocked. And like, "Whoa, what the hell is that?" You know, they don't get it. So doing it in this platform is much nicer. It's much easier. You know, you can have a chat and, you know, if they want to click off, they can click away. Like, it's just, I know. I like this format.
It's just so nice to get different channels up and get their channel promoted and get them to talk about their channels and why they started YouTube. And Shani is definitely someone who you should connect with, and I'm definitely looking forward to being on her panel and with Alana.
Inspired John's in here.
I know.
Hey, John. Good to see you again. Twice in one day, my friend. Awesome stuff.
I shared it. I shared it on social media, and we've got like a chronic health panel.
I've got it.
Regular peeps. So I messaged everyone's like, "Hey, I'm over on Gemma's." That's why I was like, "Why are you live streaming again?" Shani is following me. Yes, I am.
Yeah, Shani's on my panel, John. Like you were earlier. You were on my panel earlier. That was a really good laugh with you, John, earlier as well. Getting to see you. Hello, Gilbert Rod. How you doing? Good to see you. I appreciate you being here. And Josie and the Montune, who was that? Just popped in.
Moonshine Reacts.
Hello. You're a new one here too. I haven't seen you before, but welcome. I hope you enjoy the channel.
I'm afraid to pronounce the names.
Yeah,
I think it's fun. I think it's hilarious if I mess it up. I just go for it.
Go for it.
My name. There's a reason why mine isn't like the Shani channel. It's the Crohn's chick or that Crohn's chick, because no one remembers my name and no one certainly knows how to spell it. That's why it's on the screen. Like, that's how you spell it, because no one gets it right.
Hey, Gemma, I hate to cut it short, but I'm going to have to leave, and I will talk to you another time, but thanks for having me on the panel.
You're welcome.
Hey, Premier, see you, Premier Health, and nice to meet you, Crohn's chick. First
nice
time.
to meet you.
Sorry you didn't get to talk more, but...
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's so awesome.
Sorry, just to jump in. Do you know how to do the other screens? Like at the bottom, there's the 3, or there's multiple different ones.
Oh yeah, here, yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to make it. There's a way to make it look a little. Who's talking? You can make the one that's talking bigger every time, or something. I don't know.
Or you can have it so we're all the same on the screen. So you need 2. There's one that has 2 little boxes next to each other.
Yeah, click that. Yeah, the 2 little boxes, and then I think I don't. Hold on, what am I doing?
There's a little latency with your mic, with your camera. I don't know. Maybe if you refresh your camera.
My camera is on, I think.
No, just like it just seems like there's a little void of audio latency, but I don't know. It wasn't doing it before.
I don't know.
It might just be on my end.
Let me wait.
So with your options at the bottom, it should be the 3rd one.
third one.
Third option.
Settings, share screen, invite.
No, up. So where you've got the screen with all of us on it, right
Oh,
under
yeah.
that, it's the third one there.
Oh, the third one. With the big person and then the two little people one.
No, the one next to that, it's got just the two people.
Oh, here, this one.
That one. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I've got my fantastic family on here, and it's just a question Q&A session, kind of a chance for you guys to get to know me before I go on to like Shani's stream, and because we'll leave quite a lot of the questions for her stream, because I don't want to overshadow it and kind of ruin it. So I just want you guys to have the chance to get to question me and drop some thoughts. And I know Premier Hell's probably got some questions because I've been sort of bugging him for questions.
Oh, no, you're not going to ruin it. You come on and talk. Have you seen
Hey, it's your
life?
stream. You talk. I'll answer the questions.
Yeah.
For me, how I invited you to ask some questions, brother. Like, I was hoping that you've got some questions for me.
Well, I'm going to save mine for my live stream.
Well, we talked for so long, I can't remember. I think I already asked you all the questions. I can't remember what to ask,
This
but I
is
haven't
just a chance to hang out anyway, just to catch up with my family and friends. And like I said, I haven't really streamed in over like 3 months, so it's kind of my build up to coming back to being on streaming and trying like to not let the trolls irritate me. So I'm like, I'm back. I'm coming back slowly, and I sorted out my technology. Now I have my laptop and trying to make sense of using that and trying to edit my videos and things like that. But I pretty much just don't really edit them that much unless I need to. Usually it's unless I'm having an anxious wobble or I accidentally say a bad word. I'm like, nope, that has to be edited out. I can't say that. So I have to try and edit the bad word out in the video.
Just age restrict it. Leave it at that. Like,
yeah. I haven't actually age restricted any of my streams yet. Maybe I need to, but I'm pretty much respectful of my streams. I don't really tend to use bad language, apart from I did have to warn our friend Andy earlier, who kind of said a little bit of a bad word, but I was like, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. But yeah, I love stream. I love being able to promote other channels. And that's why I do my streaming, because I get to have you guys come on here and talk about your channels. And Premier Hell, you need to talk about your channel, dude. You haven't really said anything.
What? I mean, what do you think? My channel's, I mean, it's just about random stuff. I like to share tutorials. I like to just, funny stuff. Anything that I could come up, I like to stream games, like Auto and stuff.
Moderators, if you are aware, there's a troll in the chat. Please, one of my mods.
I'm still stuck on Top Chat. My bad. Dang it.
There's a troll who's making.
Jake Paul?
Yeah, he's a troll.
He's already gone. He's gone, honey.
Okay.
He's already been hidden, so don't worry about it.
Okay. It's only just now feeding me the comments.
On top of it.
We got you, boo. We got you.
I know. It just fed it through, and it's like 2 or 3 comments. I was like, huh?
He just comes out and like, hello, space. I'm better than you. Like, bye. I love how no one acknowledged the comment. We literally just went, hidden. Okay, let's continue the chat.
Yeah.
That's what I do on my channel. Yeah. That's literally what I tell. Anyone starts with the trolling, my moderators know, just remove them and get on with it.
Remove them and get on with it, yeah. I'm much better than I used to be with it. I think because it's more of an anxiety point with me, it's like, what do I say? And I kind of just freak and I'm like, and then I just go, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. This is something I had to learn as well, especially because I used to get bullied quite a lot.
Yeah.
Just ignore them. That's the most infuriating thing you can do to someone who's trying to get your attention in a negative way. Ignore them. That's so aggravating, and and just ignoring them is so good. If you want a nice little revenge, don't bark back. That's what they want. They want a reaction. Then you're playing on their turf. Don't react. Just ignore them.
That's the only reason they want to push your buttons, and if they can't push your buttons, they leave you alone. And if you make them happy, that's what they don't want.
For me, it's
they make me happy. They make me laugh.
Yeah. I know it's got to do with your anxiety, Gemma. I've chronic anxiety too. I know. It's a hard thing to learn. Eventually, you just stop giving a toss about it.
I'm much better than I used to be with it. It's just a case of having to mentally process it and go, okay, that's happened, and kind of just ignore the blah rubbish.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What did Michael J. Fox have? Did
Michael
he have the
J.
same thing? The Crohn's?
Yes.
The Crohn? Did he have Crohn's? Is that what he had? Or
I
was
believe
it?
he does.
But there was something he had that because he had it and it was like something, or was it Parkinson's? That's what it was.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, Parkinson's is very sad.
There's a lot of like, I don't know. There's a lot of like Alzheimer's. There's Parkinson's. There's a lot of diseases that people end up with, and they get.
Yeah, I'm actually
older.
battling with some family right now. My granddad has Alzheimer's, and it's so weird because you see him as this person who used to be this military man, would repeat time after time after time his military history of how proud he is to serve my country and everything, and then the last 5-10 years maybe he's become very old and bitter and stubborn and forgets things, and he'll make the most crude remarks to people, and I'm just like, why are you saying that? That's really hurtful. Like, you can't just, like, he picks a fight with women. I don't know why. He won't do it to men at all. He'll pick on women for their weight or their size of their body or the way they speak. I'm like, you can't do that, Granddad. That's wrong. That's rude. And he's
Sounds
like
a bad grandpa to me.
And I'm just like, but he won't do it to men. My dad's like, I dare you to pick on me. Bring your negative words to me. Don't pick on a woman. That's disgusting. And he's like, oh, no, we don't pick on men. I'm like, don't pick on women either. Like, we have the same rights as men. And he's like, but you women deserve some of these bad comments because you upset us men. I'm like, don't even go there, Granddad. I'm not even going to go there. Just leave it alone. And he's so stubborn.
That just makes me laugh. That doesn't even make me mad anymore. That just makes me laugh. I don't even get mad at it. It's just like, you're a moron. Go away. I know it's a family member. I've got family members like that too. And I just go, bye. Again, I just don't give a toss. I don't have time for people like that. Bye. Bye.
That's the only way to get on with stuff, because you can't worry about what other people think about you. If they don't like you, then why are they going to bother you? Why would they even have time for you?
Hate. Yeah, there's so much hate in this world right now, and there's so much opinion about how we should handle that hate. Just ignore them. They're like this many people in comparison to this many people. Just ignore them. Seriously, get on with it. It's infuriating to be ignored.
Yes, you're definitely right. You're both right with ignoring the hate, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my channel back on a positive footing and help people. And there's actually a question from Charlie to Shani. Can Shani please tell us what Crohn's is?
Yes, I can. And I will explain it. I was going to be a bit cheeky then. I was like, yes, I can. Next question. No, Crohn's is... Sorry, I'm a bit on a caffeine high right now.
Go for it.
Thank you. So Crohn's disease is part of a major health condition called inflammatory bowel disease. Basically, your immune system malfunctions and begins attacking parts of your digestive system. It creates antibodies, like as your body does when you get sick, it creates antibodies to fight the virus or the bug. And so with something like Crohn's, it's an autoimmune disease where your body's creating antibodies that attack your body, and it malfunctions. So yeah, you get inflamed gut. Sometimes you have to have surgery. You get put on some very crazy medications to suppress your immune system, and it can cause a whole host of other chronic health issues as well. So it's an autoimmune issue.
Wow. Yeah. I knew of Crohn's a little bit because I've researched it and I've seen some things on the TV, but it wasn't until I came to your channel, Shani, I was just like, wow, these misconceptions that I'd heard on the TV and the media, I'm just like, it's so far from the truth. And hearing you talk about it and in such an open, honest, broad way, I'm just like, wow, I was so completely absorbed by what the media had told us or what I seen on TV. I'm just like, I was completely brainwashed by it. I was just like, no, this is not right. And now seeing what you've been saying and how you cope with it, I'm just like, wow, my mind is opened up so much because it's the thought of understanding how you deal with things. There's a lot of things with you in common I have, like the sensory processing you were saying the other day and some of the gut issues. Oh,
Yeah.
that's an issue with autism. Autism and stress and all that kind of stuff is bad.
Yeah, a big focus. Yeah, and a huge focus on my channel is making it so mental health and physical health in whatever capacity, they go hand in hand. If your mental health starts to go downhill, your physical health will follow very closely after. And vice versa. If your life has drastically changed because of a physical health issue, even if it's not chronic health, maybe it's like you've broken your leg and now you're not able to walk for a protracted period of time. That has a severe impact on someone's mental health. They're not so far, they have different symptoms, I guess, but they're not so far apart as what some people would think. That's why we cover all of that on the channel. It's incredibly important to talk about it. And to, obviously, raise awareness and have people feel comfortable to talk about it too. You're not a freak of nature and you're definitely not alone. There are millions of people suffering now to the point where entire governments are reviewing healthcare systems to change them because they can't keep up with the demands that chronic health sufferers are having on the system. So it's a huge issue and we need to be talking about it. So that's
what they do in the United States, they give you pills, they give you all sorts of medications.
They do that here as
well. And then it literally is like the government trying to force medication, and half the ones they make the problem worse. Yes. Or you don't really need them because you're misdiagnosed, and then it ends up making other problems.
Yes.
Because I've been on every single type of medication in the world, I don't take anything right now. It's not every medication, but quite a few different.
I know what you mean. Yeah, you get a lot thrown at you when you're sick. A lot of it's experimental. Let's try this and hope for the best. And then when you take one that has side effects, you take another, then you take another, you take another. And it's ridiculous at the moment. And they're starting to cotton on to that because we're basically screaming at them to cotton on to it. It is happening. Change is slow, especially with such an old system like healthcare. It is an old system. And it's not designed for chronic health sufferers anywhere at the moment. And they're desperately trying to change that. So it's something, that needs to be discussed, and sharing our stories is really important. It starts with the sufferer. It doesn't start with the healthcare system. That's another common misconception, that if healthcare just did this, if the government just did this, it would fix all our problems. It won't. We've got to start telling our stories, and we've got to start talking about it. That will better help the healthcare system and the governments to work with us to better our health, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think also I agree with Shani to quite a point, because the UK and the States are quite the same as well, because when it comes to medication for chronic health or disabilities, the amount of times I've been either given medication or I've been to my doctors and they're like, oh, we'll just give Gemma some anxiety medication. That'll calm her down and it'll make her reason. And I'm like, I can't have medication. It doesn't agree with me. It makes me more feel drunk and dopey and out of it than I would be functioning right now. Every time I've been on medication, I've been so ill, I've not known what's been happening to me. I've fallen over, I've stopped eating because of medication. At one point, I've walk in my sleep, and my mum's like, Gemma, you are what you've been doing. I'm like, no. And that's because of medication. It mucks with me. I can't take it. It just makes me ill.
I think a lot of us health sufferers could say something similar. I'm very similar. I'm either allergic or intolerant to most medications, so it's quite difficult to treat me. So I completely understand it. I've had collapses in outside of hospitals, and at work and that sort of thing, because I've just had a massive wave of fatigue and I've just collapsed, and vomiting and all these other awful side effects I don't want to go into details about because it would crash your live stream.
It's good though. I like what you were talking about, Sean. It's important because again, it's that open awareness, and not a lot of people find out about chronic health stuff unless they research it. And your channel is that avenue of getting people talking, that introduction into that chronic health field. And when I first started coming to your stream, I'm like, wow, people actually talk about this. And I was like, wow, this is so open. And I've never really talked about stuff like that before. So for me, it was like, okay, so I can talk about stuff, not just about autism, but I can talk about my mental health journey. I'm not going to have to be ashamed and go, oh no, I have to put this barrier up, because it's like people don't want to hear about mental health or invisible disabilities. It's like, actually, no, I'm going to talk about it. Rather, if people don't like it, then they don't watch. But you definitely inspire me to be a bit more brave with that, because I'm like, by the end of the day, it's a getting to know you on a personal basis. It's about your journey as a person, as a content creator as well. And we all have that journey to climb ourselves. So for me, it's the aspect of getting to know you and hearing what you've been through. I'm like, oh, Gemma, really, you've got nothing to moan about, because people like Shani have had it worse than you, and other people who have other conditions have it worse than me. So it's the impact of learning to appreciate people as well. And you've definitely kicked my backside on several things. I'm just like, okay.
No, I feel that all the time. Hosting a chronic health channel, I don't talk about a lot of the messages that I get in private. One is confidential, that sort of thing. But I hear some pretty atrocious stories on a daily basis. Friends dying of blood cancer. You've got, just like I said, like there's one of my friends at the moment, and she's actually in and out of hospital. She's got very, very severe health issues, and one of them is blood cancer, and there's a ticking clock basically in the background. We don't know when it's going to be over for her, and that's a daily thing that I face as well, is speaking to people that have very severe health issues and have very traumatic histories. We cover PTSD. We cover anxiety. I used to be a drug addict. I talk about that openly. I've done substance abuse, and my mental health started in childhood. I've had PTSD, anxiety, and bouts of depression my whole life. And then I had my physical health with the Crohn's and all that crash just about 4 or 5 years ago. So mental health is definitely a subject I'm very fluent in, and something that I talk about. And it's incredibly important to talk about it and to not bottle it. And even if it's just me doing it, and I notice it in my chats, for example, if there's 20 people watching but only 10 people commenting, that's fine. I won't force anyone to try and tell their story. Some people aren't comfortable coming out about it yet, but they're happy to be in the same space with other people who understand. So they just sit back and listen. And they get that comfort of going, I'm not the only one.
Just realize that everybody, realizing, sorry to interrupt.
It's good.
I just had a thought, and I don't know if I can remember it. It's just everybody ends up with a. Everybody. Oh man, I lost it because I got self-conscious thing. Everybody ends up with a with an idea, or not an idea.
A perception. Perception.
No, everybody has their own problems, and everybody has to. They don't like to they don't like to share them because they're just. You're not alone. That was what I was trying to mention. Yeah. You're not alone in the world. It's everybody's has their own issues. That's why I kind of like my name, because it fits. Because we're all it's not really that bad thing, because it's not a place that you go. It's a place that we all live in. We all have our own particular, even no matter rich people, I find it there. No matter what, I see it. I hear about it. Everybody has their problems in life, because you always have a relative. Somebody dies. It's hell. You have somebody that you meet, you find out they're sick, and that you find out, you hear all this stuff, and it's hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's anything, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna sort of rebut what you said, brother. And everyone lives their own version of their own hell. I kind of describe my hell as like the Alice in Wonderland. You go bouncing from one point to the other, to the other, to the other, and then you've got the nightmare thoughts in your head that you're trying to balance. You've got the physical nightmares of the anxiety during the day. You've got the negative thoughts of people telling you what to do or trying to dishearten you. And it's known to bounce back from that nightmare. It's not going to be a permanent thing. It's a temporary phase of going, okay, well, that period sucked and it can get better. So it's that way of overcoming that negativity. So everyone does have their own hell, but it's whether you stay in that hell or you come out and be positive and you interact with people. And that's what
you can make it. Exactly. You can make the best of what your hell is, but you're always, in a sense, you're always going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, and we call that the grieving stages of chronic health on my channel. Is something, you know, talking about leaving behind the old to embrace the new reality that you have. And that's, you know, a lot of people get stuck in those grieving stages, you know, whether that's your grief or it's someone else's. Like you said, everyone can relate to chronic health, either because they have it or you know someone. You'd be hard pressed to find someone that doesn't know at least one person, either a family member, a friend, a partner, or a child that has a chronic health issue. We're all impacted by it. You know, and yeah, we all go through the grieving stages. I can't even imagine what my family go through every time I have to pick up the phone and tell them I'm in the hospital again. I was in hospital 11 times last year. You know, that was the amount of times I had to call my family. And, you know, my stepmom's a nurse, which really, really helps. So she goes into like action mode and goes, right, what are they doing? And she has to know everything. She sets a fire under the nurses' butts whenever she's there, you know, whenever I'm in hospital, which is great. But I think about my dad, my grandma, my uncle, you know, my family and all of that, and the amount of stress and anxiety that they go through because they don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to me. You know, it's a ticking clock on when I'll get surgery, you know, and have to live with a stoma and all of that. That's just one of the problems I deal with. And one of the daily fears I have is, when am I going to get surgery? But then I talk to people like Alana. She gives me perspective. She has a stoma and she's had, you know, a few bowel surgeries and that sort of thing. She gives me advice all the time. And I share advice with her. I know a lot about IBS and mental health. She knows a lot about Crohn's. And we support each other in that way as just people behind the scenes. So that's another part of it too. It's the support.
Yeah, definitely. The support is the most important thing. Like, that's why I have you guys, because we're all that family. We're connected for the support. And being on YouTube is difficult because sometimes you don't know if to ask for help. So sometimes even if you just text one little message and say, oh, I'm having a really bad day, I need to talk about stress or anxiety, or I'm feeling a bit like I want to cry. And it's the way to approach that without going, oh my God, I want to overwhelm that person. And I've learned to really open up to a lot of people. Shani, I trust you with my life, so I would always text you and get hold of you and Premier Hell. And it's knowing them people who you can actually trust and go, they're not going to make fun of me. They're not going to go, oh, Gemma, you just had a moment. Don't. And like, that's what I trust about being online, because it's, people understand, they get it. They don't just treat you like you're this label, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, that's because of your. And it's like, no, actually, they understand I'm a person. I'm more than just a label that's around my neck all the time.
There's people out there that always go in and they always just look at you and then they judge. They judge before they know who you are. They just think, oh, well, oh man, you're just. And they label people like as a person that they don't even know yet. You know?
Yeah,
and
it's a safety, it's a fear thing, it's a safety mechanism. You know, it's quite a confronting topic. Remember, we deal with this day to day, so it's not as, you know, confronting for us as it is for others. Trying to explain that the fact that my colon is inflamed and I'm going to need surgery at some point is extremely intimidating to another person. Talking about trauma, talking about drug addiction is heavily stigmatized. That's why I'm so open about it.
Drug addiction has probably got to be one of the hardest things to, you know, to conquer.
But I do it all the time. I talk about it all the time.
To conquer and to talk about.
Pardon?
I said it's to conquer, to overcome it is one thing, but to even just talk about it openly and actually be aware, that's the hardest part, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a problem with it, you don't want to admit, oh no, you can stop anytime you want. That's what you usually do, and you're like, well, wait a second, maybe I can't stop.
It's the judgments that come into play as well, because a lot of it's misunderstanding and miscommunication. Like I said to Shani and Point before, it's the assumptions of what society expects you to do. It's, with me, people are like, oh well, you have to fit in this status quo of being normal in society. You have to behave to the certain rules. You have to be seen as not being awkward or socially inappropriate. And I'm like, hold on a minute. I have a communication disorder. I'm not built to be normal. I never have been normal. I don't conform to these rules. I can't, because it makes me ill. Yeah. So it's the barriers of knowing how to socially be appropriate at the same time being myself and balancing it. So the government doesn't take into account that everyone has a built process and that we're all different regardless of the rules or not. So it's
Yeah, it's very hard for them to try and manage that with millions of people, though. That's the only thing, and that's why they're reassessing a lot at the moment. We just had that. I made a video about it just the other week in Australia. It's estimated that half the Australian population now has at least one chronic illness, and half of those could be prevented. Half of them could be prevented through lifestyle and diet. That's 11 million people. That's estimated.
insane.
That's huge. That's just in Australia. That's before we go to the US. So
I dread to think how many in the US from hell.
Yeah.
They say I got ADHD. What is that? Or ADD or something like that.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
I know what it is, but yeah, I didn't know if you know what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
apologize if I get a little distracted or
I have a 12-year-old cousin with it, and he is violent. He attacks people. I've dealt with him smashing his head through the door. He's bit people. He attacked his teacher the other day. He's ended up.
That's got to be something else other than the ADD.
No, he's ADD for
Well, ADD it doesn't mean attention demonized disorder or something.
Everyone reacts differently with those
different behavioural process. It's instead of controlling himself, he lashes out at people. He's attacked me. He's bit me. He's punched me. I've had him try to headbutt me, and I've had to push his head away from my hand and go, "Don't headbutt me." And
sounds like a case of spoiled children disorder.
Well, a mixture of him being a spoiled brat and the fact that he's ADD, but again, it's misunderstood. People assume that he's been a deliberate naughty child. No, he's oversensitized. He doesn't cope in mainstream school. He's having to deal with bullies, and that's it's a misunderstanding. And I'm very able to deal with him because I get to his level. I'm like, okay, what's the trigger? How can I help you? What's wrong?
Yes.
And I deal with that. And whereas before, I used to be like, nope, I don't want to have anything to do with him. I don't cope with him. And now I'll have him here for a movie day and he's fine. He sits. So it's just, again, it's the strategies. It's calm him down, get him to drink a juice, talk to him, reassure him he's all right. And as soon as I have him here, his ADD doesn't play up. As soon as he leaves, it's different.
What I get is he'll be talking to me, and once I start getting a thought about something else or think about something else, it'll overpower what you're saying. I'll just lose focus. Like I'll end up just immediately lose focus on what you're talking about, and I'll look like I'm glazed and staring out, and I'll be like, "Oh crap, what was it? What were you talking about?" And it's been all my life. I won't be able to pay attention to a long conversation.
Yep.
Or even hold a long conversation, especially if I get a little.
Yeah, you're doing very well at the moment.
I know, but that's because I'm focusing really hard.
Yeah. It's the same as me for me. How I'm having to focus energy on the panel and the chat, and I just noticed that Mike Van Doosy's here on his creative
Dojo allotments in here.
And Dojo is in here, and Kathleen and Louis Fuller has just joined. Hello, Louis. How are you? Good to see you. And Tina's singing channel. Welcome. It's good to see you. So at the same time, I'm using mental power to process everything, but at the same time, I'm not letting it bother me. So I'm having fun. In my head, I'm going, oh my God.
It is hard to bounce around, even just normally. It's hard to, be constantly all over the place. But something I just wanted to mention, because you mentioned children, the way that children process and deal with chronic health is very different to an adult.
Yes.
Whether it's mental or physical, they have a very different thought process, and you've got to be a bit more explanatory, and you've got to be a bit more careful with kids because they don't understand what's happening to them.
No, they don't. Absolutely right. Yeah.
And a day to a kid's like a freaking month to us.
Yeah, exactly. The way they perceive time is so much quicker as well. Patience levels.
It's like a day lasts for a lot longer for a kid. Because back in the days when you were a kid, it was like, dang, days just last. Now they're like, in a blink, they're over.
Yeah.
The older you get, the faster time goes by for you. You really don't even realize where the days go.
No, exactly. It's the attention thing and getting to know people, and each of us are built differently. We all have an inbuilt system of how to deal with a flight situation or communication. And with me, I was very scared of live streaming at first, but talking about this now, it's like completely irrelevant. I'm like, okay, I'm live streaming. It's a passion of mine. I like talking to my friends, but again, it's the communication breakdown of how to interact and trying to turn take. I struggle with turn taking. I really, really struggle with it to the point where people are like, Gemma, I haven't talked yet. And I'm like,
and I've noticed with my kids, like Sharni, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Yeah, Shawnee,
Wow,
yeah.
I pronounced it right. It's crazy.
Yes, you did, brother. Well done.
When I'm dealing with my kids, I've noticed like spankings, they just like laugh at me when I like tell them to do it, and I don't like spanking their butt. But I do notice when I pick them up, and or if I get to the point where I want to just catch their attention, not cause any inflict any pain, but to get their attention, I'll pick them up and I'll explain to them, this is why you don't do that. And I've noticed that I have a way better effect on my kids. They listen to me more.
Yeah.
And then they realize why and why not. They just don't think I'm just trying to be a butt, because that's what I was always thinking when I was a kid. It's like, man, they're just being, they don't know that I can do it. I can do it myself.
Well, kids are fearless as well. As part of what I admire about children. I don't have any kids, but I've got 2 nieces, a nephew, a cousin, and a younger half brother, all under the age of 9 in my life at the moment. But I spend a lot of time with children, and I'm babysitting a lot, and they sleep over. Each one of them is unique. Each one has a personality. Each one does their own thing. And something I learned very quickly is that some of those kids have no fear, man. Like my niece will sprint out the door. She's 4. Sprint out the door, and I've got stairs out the front. So both my grandma and I are like, stop. And she's like, why? Why do I have to stop? I'm going outside. Bye. I'm like, no, you're going to fall down the stairs, you lunatic. Like she'll run. One of those, she trips over air kids. And she's broken an arm falling off a log. So we worry about her. And then you got my brother. Who's just a tank.
That's another topic I want to bring up with Shani about pain, because we've talked about that briefly before, and it's going to be one of the topics I bring up with her. Pain is a big issue. It's something that not brilliant.
I know.
I just said to Shani, I'm sorry, Shani, would you say this? A dingo ate my baby.
Bloody hell. A dingo ate my baby. You're asking the wrong Australian to say it.
What is a dingo? I have no idea.
Is that a kangaroo for another name for a kangaroo?
No, a dingo is wild, sort of like the wild dog equivalent in Australia. Quite big dogs. But that actually did happen. For those who are wondering, that did actually happen. A dingo did make off with a baby, and then a band called themselves Dingo Ate My Baby. It's the whole thing. So it did actually happen, for those wondering. But I'm probably the wrong Aussie to get. You should get like Gaffer or something. Or the other guy.
I did Gaffer earlier. He was doing a live stream test on StreamYard, I think. I did jump in and see him for a little while when he was on. And his stream kept freezing, so I don't know if he's having issues, but I did jump in this afternoon to see him. But
you definitely need a different Aussie chick. I'm a bit too British, I think. I've got the English.
I must say, you are picking up some of the. I have noticed is streaming with you and Alana. You do pick up a lot of the British lingo. I listen to. I'm like, wow, she sounds proper British. Like
I was raised by my grandma. Like my grandma and great grandma, very very English ladies and very well spoken. So. Yeah, and my family, like in Adelaide, we speak a bit different in Adelaide in comparison to the other states as well. So
I have my cousins in Perth, and their accents are so deep. Like compared to yours, you are really easy to understand. But when I speak to my cousins, I'm like, "Can you repeat that? Huh? What?" And it's I'm so confused. I'm just like, I can't understand you at all.
Is there lots of confusing? And lots of swearing as well. We swear a lot here.
Yeah, my uncle does. He's awful. Like, I'll ring him up on Skype and he'll be like, "Hello, Gemma," and he'll be telling me about his day, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm just like,
I'm very well behaved. I'm very well behaved on my streams. I don't know. I do swear a bit, but
I don't think I've ever heard you swear as of yet.
I've sworn. I've sworn.
I don't think I've heard you swear that much, or if I have heard you swear, it's been very quiet to the point I've not heard you say it.
Yeah, no, it's probably on someone else's live stream.
I have freedom of speech on here. If people want to express their emotions and stuff, I'm not going to stop people from dropping the bomb of swearing. I don't. it's freedom of speech on my channel. Anything goes pretty much. Like most of my channels stuff is 18 plus anyway, because a lot of my channels are viewed by adults, so not a lot of stuff is off limits on here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit distracted by a cat at the moment.
My head's just a little bit distracted.
What do you want to
I didn't want to interrupt you. I said I kind of have to go, so I have to just distract you so I get your attention.
Yeah, I'm a little bit shortly anyway, because I'm going to get ready to get changed for bed, put my pajamas on, because it's boiling hot over here still.
Yeah, I got my AC on, but I need to go to the store and get my kids something to get some milk before it gets too late to get them dressed. And then, and I want some milk too.
Nice.
Okay, Rahel, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being on the stream with your funky little avatar things. It's awesome to see you.
I'm sorry. That's what he did with the cat, the milk thing.
Yeah, he does do the cat a lot. That's kind of the one thing I do.
Everybody likes the kitty cat.
Yeah, they do. The kitty cat and the creepy gremlin thing.
The Furby. Like a Furby or something.
It's creepy because it has like the little pink ear things. Like, yeah, that.
Oh, the gremlin. Don't feed them after midnight.
Hey, don't water. Don't feed or don't water. Don't get them wet and don't feed them after midnight.
I'm wrapping the stream up because it's like 5 to 1 in the morning here right now. So I'm gonna wrap this up and say thank you to my amazing panelists, Premier Hell and that Kronshik Shani, who is I consider my Aussie sister from another mother, and my brother from another mother up there. And check out Shani's channel for the 30th. We're going to be going live, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And Premier Hell, have a great day. I'll chat to you later. And thank you everyone for being in the chat. It was awesome.
Jojo Allotment.
Yeah,
Kathleen Cook.
Everybody
in the chat. Gerbert.
And I'll let Shani close it with her little saying that she likes to say on her channel to shut us out.
Thank you everyone for watching. We love your guts, and we'll see you in the next live stream.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.